Aman, did you see that the Supreme Court just called out the armed forces for gender bias against women officers?
Yeah, and they use the word casual to describe how women's performance reports were graded. That's a strong word from the court.
Strong and significant. We're getting into that today, plus road tep, FCRA amendments, and a geography story that's very much on fire right now.
Welcome back to Prep Aero's Daily CA Pulse. I'm Aman.
And I'm Ria. 6 stories today. Let's get into it. Okay, first up, the road tep scheme. Remission of duties and taxes on exported products has been fully restored by the Ministry of Commerce.
Wasn't this the one that got slashed recently? Exporters were pretty upset.
Exactly. Rates were halved earlier, but now fully restored. The scheme reimburses embedded taxes that exporters pay but can't claim refunds on. Think state levies, electricity duties, that kind of thing. It covers over 8,500 tariff lines, and crucially, it operates as a duty remission scheme, which keeps it WTO compliant.
GS3, International Trade. And prelims know that it was launched in 2021 and replaced the older MEIS scheme.
This is 100% coming in prelims. Moving on, Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw just launched 3 new initiatives under what's being called India's Orange Economy Push.
Orange economy. I always forget what that means.
It's the creativity economy, intellectual property, culture, film, music, AVGC, animation, visual effects, gaming, and comics. The 3 launches are the National AI Skilling Initiative to train 15,000 professionals, MyWaves, which turns viewers into multilingual content creators, and Advanced EPG, that's Electronic Program Guide, which brings DD free dish access without a set top box.
The set-top box free access is a big inclusion move for rural India.
Absolutely. GS2 for governance and inclusion, GS3 for economy. Note the orange economy definition for prelims. That's a static concept they love testing.
Okay, the FCRA, Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, Amendment Bill 2026. This one has layers.
How so?
The bill proposes that the government can appoint a designated authority to manage assets of NGOs receiving foreign funds. It also expands the definition of key functionary, so more people in an NGO face personal liability. And here's the kicker. Law enforcement now needs prior central government approval before investigating an NGO under FCRA.
That last point will be debated heavily. Civil society versus state oversight. GS2, Polity and Governance. Mains heavy, but know the original FCRA was enacted in 1976 and revised in 2010.
Aman, focus. You were about to go there.
Now the Supreme Court story. The court has flagged systemic gender bias against Short Service Commission women officers in the armed forces. Their annual confidential reports were routinely graded average based on gender assumptions, not performance.
And the court said granting permanent commission to women is a constitutional obligation, not a favor.
Right. Worth knowing, women entered the military in 1888 via the Military Nursing Service, and non-medical entry opened only in 1992. GS2, Social Justice. Strong mains answer material on gender equality and constitutional rights.
Okay, my story now. Israel-Hezbollah escalation in southern Lebanon, and the Litani River is at the center of it geographically.
Why the Litani specifically?
Israel wants to push Hezbollah north of the Litani. It's the longest river entirely within Lebanon, originates in the Bekaa Valley, drains into the Mediterranean, and it runs parallel to the Blue Line, which is the UN-recognized border between Israel and Lebanon. The bombardment is also threatening Tyre, a UNESCO World Heritage City. Water, borders, heritage, this is a geography question waiting to happen.
GS1 Geography and GS2 International Relations. Mark Litani River on your mental map right now. Quick fire. One more. The Electricity Amendment Rules 2026 update the 2025 rules on captive generating plants or CGPs, expanding the ownership definition to include subsidiaries and holding companies, supporting India's shift to non-fossil fuel energy for industries. That's 5 prelims worthy topics today. Honestly, maybe 6. Stay curious, stay prepped.
See you tomorrow on Prep Aero's Daily CA Pulse.